Alright, you guys, we are back with another vlog. This time we are headed out to a family wedding in Culver, Indiana, and I am so excited to bring you guys along. Now, I want to note we did not have any sort of major airport snafus. I will say we did get into some, but we did go to the right airport this time. So we were supposed to go to Dulles, we went to Dulles. All was well on that front. I'm going to also give you guys a hot take. I actually do like Dulles better than Reagan. I'm sorry. You know, I'm an av geek, and I like seeing all the big airplanes come here. Also, it's just massive, and I don't know. I think it's so beautifully done. And I know they might try to actually do some different things to it soon, so I'm really hoping that doesn't happen. All of that to say, it is my favorite of the two, if not also for the underground rail system they have. So I'm gonna let you guys sit back and enjoy the ride. Alright, after we got to our terminal, we realized we probably should eat before we fly. Our flight was originally at 7, and so we were like, okay, let's just take our time. Yeah, little did we know we had so much time. Our flight got delayed till 10 o'clock that night. But I digress because we got to fly at night, which is one of my favorite things to do. And also everyone around us was getting canceled. So I was like, let's just go. We just gotta go. And after a quick flight, we did actually make it. And we made it to our rental car. We had about a 50-minute drive, which honestly wasn't too bad, but it was pretty foggy out. And we were in a car we weren't used to and the lights kept going on. So it's a little hard to see, especially going through the corn mazes, but we did eventually make it. And here is us trying to stay deliriously quiet while we got everything in and closed up for the night. The next morning, it was time to officially boogie. After getting some much needed sleep after our night of travel, we got up, got dressed, and headed over to see some family. After a quick check-in with some family, we then headed to the Culver Coffee Company. This is the main coffee shop in Culver, and it is one of our favorites. We go to literally about every single morning we're here. After getting influence from my hairdresser last week, I've actually been on a super big craze for coconut coffee, and thankfully their team had it on hand. Y'all, I had no idea that this would be so good together, but coconut and coffee, I can confirm, is delish. Also, please enjoy Sam aesthetically getting the straw out so that I could make a cute little video. I have found in my influencing that he does very well under pressure and often likes to add his own little flares like this cutie little swirl right here. He likes to make it perfect for me. Anyways, once we were done, it was time to head back and check in with everyone before a fun lake day. So you're probably wondering when this family wedding is actually going to happen, and I'm happy to provide some insight. We flew in Thursday night and technically kind of got there on Friday morning, and their wedding is being held at Sam's family's lake house. I do have to pause here for just a second because literally look at the water glistening. It was so beautiful. I can't believe I captured this. But anyways, getting back to it, this was going to be held at their family lake house, and the bride and groom had actually done a ton of work before we even got there. And on that Friday, getting everything set up for a perfect Saturday evening. And that left Friday as a fun day to play in the sun. And we did just that. After we went back to our house to change into our suits, it was time to really get our jam on. Sam's family is a huge IU family, most of them having gone there themselves, so we always have the Indiana flag repping. And honestly, this ended up being the perfect Friday. We had such good weather on the water, wasn't too hot, and still got really cold in the shade, but also just I don't know, it was so lovely, which made it the perfect day to go out on the boat. If you follow me on any of my other social channels, you know that I am a girl who loves to be on a boat. To me, there's nothing better than being out on the water, and honestly, boats still just fascinate me with how they float and go and just everything. So to me, water travel is one of my preferred ways to travel. For some context, Sam's family has a house on Lake Maxinkuckee in Culver. It's a pretty decent sized lake, and it's honestly pretty round, so it's always fun to just go on a full outer rim journey along the lake. For today's trip though, we headed straight to the Culver Marina. I love going there by boat because we get to go by all these little beautiful little plants. I can't remember what exactly they are, but they're marshy kind of plants. I don't know, they help with different storms and different things, and to me they're just so beautiful to look at. Anyways, once we were greeted by those, we went over and started to get lunch for the day. I didn't take a ton of videos, but I can confirm this was delish. After we spent a lovely lunch with Sam's family, it was time to get back out on the water, take the scenic route home, and get going. So I'm going to leave you guys to enjoy our little journey home. After we got back from our lovely boat ride, we ended up spending a lot of the afternoon on the water. I actually ended up not recording a ton of other things too from the day, just because we were spending a lot of time with family. I wanted to make it personal and not share too much, but I definitely couldn't resist the little night setup that they had, and it got me so excited for the wedding. We also spent a later evening with cousins and actually finishing this puzzle, and another late night turned into an earlier morning. Sam had gotten roped into playing tennis that morning, and I ended up actually sleeping in a little bit before going out to meet him. We actually ended up going to this really cutie farmer's market that they have about every Saturday. I actually did not end up filming just because we were walking around talking with friends and family and having a really good time, but I did end up filming our little drive home because I wanted to show you guys a little bit of Culver, and literally this is about it. It's not super big, which honestly is fine by me, because coming up in the summer there still is honestly so much to do, like going to the coffee shop, eating out at a few of the restaurants, or even ordering in, and of course all of the lake day activities. It truly is such a cutie town that we really love to visit every summer, and coming back for a family wedding here made it so much more special, which I should note several of Sam's family members have actually gotten married there too, so it's a very meaningful and sacred place to all of us. Typically Sam and I will usually come up for only like a weekend at a time, and I'm really excited because next year, after we have all the wedding craziness out, we will be coming up for a whole week. But anyways, for this trip, it was another cutie little weekend. And after we got back, Sam got changed and showered. I did a little bit of wedding planning, and we got packed up because we had an earlier flight the next morning. But after that, it was time to head over. And I just want you guys to like look at this, like just how beautiful, vibrant everything was. The ceremony itself was actually very private, but they had a whole table set out for all of the family to have dinner together. Of course, though, lots of family did try and sneak and see the little ceremony as it was happening. And once their I-dos were said, we got to go out and take pictures as a family. Sam was, of course, very locked into all of the happenings, but he eventually caught up with the camera. After pictures, our evening really started to kick off. The table was all set up, the appetizers were being brought out, and the drinks started flowing. And I can confirm that they never stopped. Now, once again, I wanted to keep a lot of this private. I did capture this beautiful little bubble moment over the dance floor, and can confirm that we did have a lovely night. It was so much fun to celebrate so much love all together as a family, and had me even more excited for our wedding in November. After our last late night of the trip, we got up with the sunrise and got ready to go. We stopped by the main house one more time before we left, and it was so fun seeing all the decorations and everything still up from the night before. Truly, it felt like the calm after the storm, and it was honestly so beautiful to see everything backlit from the sunrise. And after saying our goodbyes, as well as grabbing several waters for the road, it was time to head back to the airport, so we came back and dropped our rental car off. At this point, I had seen much better days, and Sam came in super clutch having one of these in his pocket from the first plane ride. Thankfully, also, our plane was on time. We did not have hours and hours of delays. We got there right in time, and it was time to take off. This was our first time flying into South Bend Airport, and I can confidently say it was a lovely experience. Given that you can't fly directly to Culver, and we have driven before, but it takes like 10 hours, we tried out this method and then rented the car for like the 50-minute drive, and it was honestly very smooth. Again, pending the first 4-hour delay we had at Dulles, but that's not South Bend's fault. And so we were back in the skies again once more, ready to head home back to the kiddies. This honestly was such a perfect little like vacation getaway for us, because not only did we get to see a lot of family and loved ones, as well as celebrate a beautiful backyard wedding, we also got to have a fun little lake house getaway. It also got me super excited for our wedding coming up in November, knowing that all these same lovely people are going to be coming to celebrate us too. It did have me slightly nervous for the after effects of our wedding, and honestly has me thinking about making little hangover kits for all of our guests. But that's neither here nor there, because I really just want everyone to have a good time, whether they're traveling near or far, just to come and celebrate us. I hope you guys enjoyed all of the travel, yapping, and fun of this video, because honestly it means so much to me to make these and go back and watch the videos of all the joy we had. Make sure to stay tuned for next week's video. It's definitely going to be a very big yap session, so get ready and stay tuned. Bye!